friends with Marty for a very short period of time. But who here has made a fast friend in any stage of life? Fast friend. Just a sister in your heart. Yeah. And that's what Marty and I have become. She has enhanced my life so much because of her perspective on the philosophies of wisdom. Wisdom doesn't just come from one place. And Marty has created programs to help you explore your inner wisdom, the wisdom of others, the wisdom that you get through your culture, your history, your hereditary, your ancestry. And she has been a teacher, a friend to me, a supporter, a crazy person I can hang out with and laugh and cry with. And I hope that with what she shares today, you will see that light from her today as well. So I want everyone to give a rousing welcome for Marti McClellan-Morehouse.
Oh, is it still morning? Good morning. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Speaking of golden nuggets, take a moment to start to think about your golden nugget. Even though you were not called upon to share it earlier, it was our wonderful guest, and thank you. Wonderful golden nuggets, wonderful wisdom gems, we'll call them for today. I appreciate that you were sharing, that you shared. Something came to me this morning in my meditation and in my prayers. And I was a bit surprised, but I realized when it comes to you and you hear that voice, you better speak to that voice. Because when you don't, I don't think you're doing yourself a favor. 3 skills of mastery just came to me in my prayer, in my meditation. And number 1 is prayer. Prayer to the God of your understanding. You want to think and speak to that wisdom gem. You want to ask for what you need. And the second is meditation. Meditation is the opportunity to listen to the answer to that prayer, to the question, the inquiry that you might have. That's sitting still with it. Prayer is active. Meditation is passive. It's quieting. And the third, which, I'm like, okay, what does this mean? Acting as if you have received the answer to your question. Act as if.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you understand what I'm saying? Yes. It is a wonderful idea. Act as if you're already rich, for instance. Act as if your business is already thriving. So those are the 3 wisdom gems that came to me this morning. And I just wanted to share those because they were just so powerful. And now I want to challenge you. If you have paper and a pen, if you don't, please borrow some from a friend, because I believe that everyone in here has a next level of their business they want to get to. You won't have to share what you're about to write down unless you choose to. But please, this is important because there's an answer that you're seeking right now. There's a wisdom gem that you're looking for. And in order for you to get at it, I have a system that I want to share with you. So, think about it and go deep in your thinking. Part of this process that we're going to talk about today is about going deeper, but really go deep with this inquiry because, because I believe that each one of us is ready to go to that next level, that next step. So, and it's okay if you don't have it already, but really think about it and get that question down, because you're going to take it home, and if whatever we don't accomplish today, I really, really want you to stay with it. Wisdom. Wisdom is the appropriate use and application of our deepest knowing and our deepest understanding. And I'm looking around. Take a moment, please, to look around you at all the wisdom in this room. Wisdom from the beginning of time is in this room. No wisdom is ever lost. So as you look around, the beginning of time wisdom, it is actually in this room. Wisdom is never lost. It's transformed. And sometimes wisdom is forgotten. It's forgotten because we get distracted. We get distracted by our needs. We get distracted by our thoughts. We get distracted by our beliefs, our to-do list, honey-do, friend-do, I have to do. So we get distracted by that, and we forget to really tap into our wisdom, that's very deep within us. So I want to invite you to go to that place, because there are answers that you need, again, to take your business to the next level. Now, this applies to your personal life as much as it does your business, but really today it's about your business. And I want to see us all thriving, because again, it's about thriving. It's not just one foot in front of the other. It is about one foot in front of the other. Thriving in your business. Now, if your question is, how can I make $1 million this year? Well, the answer might be you're in the wrong business. And that's okay. You know, if you get emotional about that because you're in the wrong business, well, sit with the emotions. That's the other thing. I talked to Jane a lot about this. Be with your feelings. Don't deny them. Be with your emotions. Don't get stuck in them, though, because if you're stuck, then you're not moving forward. And if you do get stuck, we have some wonderful resources. We have pastoral counseling within the group. I can counsel you a little bit and help you be unstuck. If it's about marketing, for instance, your inquiry, if it's about marketing, and the answer says, use your resources. You may not be an expert in the field of marketing, but I know many experts in this room sitting around these tables, and of course, over here videotaping, marketing experts. So tap into it. If that's the answer, don't be afraid. Invest time, energy, money, whatever it takes. If your intention is about making your business thrive, be willing to invest in yourself in that way. Use the experts that you have access to. So I'm grateful for this opportunity to go deeper, because really that's what it's about. Deepest levels of wisdom. And trust. Thank you, Jane, for bringing that up one more time. The philosophy, knowing, liking, and trusting. Today I'm asking you to trust yourself and to trust your process. You're worth it. Your business is worth it. Are you ready? Who's ready to go to that next level? We ready? All right. Love it. Grateful. Okay, because I'm ready. I'm ready to go there with you. Ready to guide you. Ready for you to guide me, because it's an exchange. Experts are always learning. I want to, do you have your inquiry, by the way? Does everyone have their question? And if you don't, perhaps your question is, I don't know what to do. Put that on the table. Let that be. You know, sit with that. I don't know what to do. I don't even know what question to ask. I don't even know what inquiry to have about my business. And that is legitimate, because I believe, again, in this process, I believe in the system so much that you are going to get an answer to that inquiry. And I have to drink. I'm sorry, I have to stay hydrated. I have a little bit of a cough, so allow me that. So I'd like to present the wisdom wheel. My dear husband was kind enough to render this for us, so he did a pretty good job, didn't he? So in your trust of self, you know, as you're thinking about your inquiry, as you're thinking about what is it that you want to do, what is it that you need to know to really go to that next level, because that's what we're talking about. Next time I see you, I believe if you really do this, there will be some improvement in your personal life as well, because people, you know, will respond, definitely in your business. The wisdom wheel. It's kind of based on the Native American medicine wheel. In that, you know, we're encircled in wisdom. It's within and it surrounds us. So this model invites you to start here in the middle. Starting with your individual wisdom. You know how to drive your car. You know how to make your breakfast. You know what's good for you to eat and what's not good for you to eat. You know how to be in a relationship, how to speak when you're in certain places. So you have individual wisdom, stuff that you have learned throughout your lifetime, how to do and how not to do. So that is how we operate most of the time, in our individual wisdom. And I'm so grateful for it because it just informs my day-to-day decisions. I don't have to think about a lot of it. It's just pretty much automatic. Breathe in deeply through your nose, and I want you to swell your belly. Blow up this balloon, blow up your chest. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then as you breathe out through your mouth, let go. One more time, deep through your nose. You're wiser already. It is amazing. Even a breath can quiet you, still you, and you're wiser because you've activated something. You've activated that internal self in a different kind of way. So you're wiser. And that takes us to cellular wisdom. You have actually, by that breath, that simple breath, you have activated your cells. The bone marrow, things you don't think about, your spleen. There's wisdom in those things. There's wisdom in the brain, wisdom in your fingertips, the bottom of your feet. Your body remembers everything that's ever happened to it. It really does, right? Am I right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, if you burn yourself, you probably won't do that again. From a very young age, we learned that one, you know? Or if it's ice cold water and you're not a polar bear, then you probably won't get in that again. So your body remembers, oh, I didn't like that. Or I did like that. So if you made a wise decision about your business already, your body reacted in some way. It remembers. Go back and get that memory because you may not be able to get it from up here. You know, you might have to go to your body to get it. So think about cellular wisdom. You know, as you take that breath, it's like, somewhere in there, there's a memory. Now, if it's a bad memory, there might be a pain somewhere. You know, there literally might be a pain that you have today due to memory or due to something that happened to you before. It's a memory, though, so you want to tap into it. So you go to your cells, literally, from the bottom of your feet to your longest hair, because, you know, there's cells in all parts of us. Go to that for some memory, for wisdom. And again, taking that breath, if you don't mind, join me. Deep breath in through your nose, swelling up the belly and the chest. And then out. You're wiser again already. It's amazing what the breath will do. Now hear the ancestral wisdom, as Jane mentioned. This is your lineage. That's wisdom from way back. Bring that up. We don't want to lose it. Well, you haven't lost it. I'm talking about tapping into it. Tapping into it from within. Tapping into your ancestral wisdom. Remember the auntie, the grandmother, the great uncle, the one, even though sometimes they seem really ridiculous, there was still wisdom in something they said. There was still wisdom in something that they shared. So you want to tap into the best of them. You want to tap into that wisdom. Even those that have passed along, it hasn't been lost. It's in your genes. It's a little bit different than cells, but it is in your genes. So you want to tap in because even for your business, you want to tap into it because the idea is to take your business to that next level, to become that millionaire, or to provide the best service, to be the best at what you do. Truly, you already are the expert. You are the expert in what you do, but I need your services and need you to step in and be the expert, and I want to pay you for it. There are lots of people that are just ready to pay you for your services, right? Come on, right? Yes. So let's help them get to you. So you are tapping into your wisdom ways of how to help them get to you. And that, of course, includes your ancestral wisdom. Going back, finding out from your lineage, what is the answer to this question, to this dilemma? And next is collective wisdom. Oh, I love this one. I just get chills when I think about it because collective wisdom really means that we are drawing in all of us together. I am drawing in your wisdom and the wisdom of your ancestors. Because you have that. You have that within you. So I am going to be dependent upon each and every one in here as part of the collective wisdom. Now, I'll also tell you that rivers and oceans, oh, the wisdom in those places, that's pretty amazing. And that's ancient. The wisdom in mountains, the wisdom in metal. I know it's hard to think about wisdom in something like these chairs, but you know, there's been some interesting people with very wise thinking that's said in these chairs. There's wisdom in everything. That is the collective wisdom. So you want to tap into that. Can we take a breath? Breathe in. Again, you're wiser already. It is amazing how you are stimulating your insides, stimulating your wisdom. You are inviting it to answer that question. You are inviting it deliberately to give you some ideas about that inquiry. And you want to take the answer seriously if thriving in your business is your goal. So we've talked about individual wisdom, cellular, ancestral, collective wisdom. Are there any questions so far about those? Are we all good? Okay. Now, this next position is pivotal. Because from this position, you get to access all of this easily. Because you can do these in your doing state. While you're driving, while you're doing your accounting. Hopefully y'all are doing your accounting. You know, you got to make sure you're keeping up with your dollars in, dollars out. That's important. So you can do those in your doing state. It is best when you really have an inquiry, though, when you need to go deep. If you're sitting, if you're quiet, if you're still, if you are engaging what I call the wisdom chair. Now, some of you have seen my wisdom chair. I didn't bring it today. I decided that I would leave it at home. But I do have a special chair that sits in front of my altar. That's where I pray. That's when I'm talking out loud. And it's also where I meditate, where I'm listening. So, it's the throne, really. Because then I want you to create your wisdom throne, your wisdom chair, somewhere in your home. And it could be your recliner. You know, I love the way this one looks. If you get a moment, come and look at this, because it is a beautiful throne. It really is. But it doesn't have to be bejeweled. You know, it can be your simple dining room chair. But it is a place where you go and get still, you get quiet, you present your inquiry, and you listen. Because the answers will come. They will come from within. And the answer might be, you need to get some help from someone else. That's legitimate. Go get that help. Again, if you want your business to thrive. So the wisdom chair is that place of stillness. It is that place of greatness. It is that place of, take that breath now. I mean, really go deep. Please. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Whew. You're wiser still. You're tapping, each time you do that, you're tapping deeper and deeper into your wisdom. Now, if you were in a place where you could actually meditate and really get still and really get quiet in that wisdom chair, it is amazing, because I didn't write these down, but these circles actually mean something, and I'm going to share them with you. And they will be included in the book that I'm writing, The Wisdom Chair, and I will be presenting them in workshops. And they require you to stop doing, though, and to go from being conscious to your subconscious. And one of them actually is just your unconscious. But this particular one that we're surrounded by, I call that universal wisdom. Universal wisdom is bigger than collective, because universal wisdom means that you are honoring the stars and the heavens. It means that you are saying there is wisdom outside of this planet. And you get to tap into that wisdom. The planets, they know where to be. The stars, the heavens, they know where to sit. There is wisdom in that, and you have access to it. You talk about sitting, talk about quiet, talk about really emptying the mind to tap into that universal wisdom in regards to your personal life and your professional life. It is amazing the answers that you will get to your question, to your inquiry, if you are able to tap into that. And the final circle, divine wisdom. Oh, divine wisdom. It is the ultimate answer. It is omnipotent, everlasting wisdom. Now, some of us have tapped into it. Some of us, the God of our understanding in our prayer. I'm talking about going deeper. I'm talking about losing yourself at that level. I'm talking about your unconscious, really. And you may find that you need a guide for this kind of, really, for some of this. And using a guide is okay. However, you have the skill yourself, if you take it seriously, if you allow it. It is amazing. You have the opportunity within you to answer any question. And again, the answer might be you need to use a resource outside of yourself. But if your business is your priority, if your business, thriving in your business is the number one thing you want to see happen, then take that answer and put it into action. People around you will be different because they will be reacting to your light that you're starting to emit. Your clients, your customers will react to you differently. Now again, you have resources to answer some of the questions that you can't answer, and you get to tap into those. But start with you. Trust you. Trust your wisdom. It's in there, guaranteed. No doubt about it. It's in there, guaranteed. And it just might be that there's someone else that can help you. So I want to thank you, really, for the opportunity to present the Wisdom Wheel. And I want to invite you to get on. I want to invite you to take this seriously. Now, do you have your inquiries, by the way? Does everyone have their inquiry? Yes. And I won't ask you to read your inquiries or anything, but I will ask you, if it's serious enough, get on the wheel. Take it to the wheel. Perhaps when you leave, or when I'm done, and remember to breathe. Remember, that will activate your wisdom spaces. And it reminds you to be sincere in your inquiry. So, thank you very much. And thank you.